We're excited to inform you that if you get SSI or SSDI, your $2,000 stimulus checks are on their way. Prepare yourself for a much-needed financial boost as we break down all the facts in this video so you can be properly prepared. Firstly, let's have a conversation. Suitability. Whether you're retired, disabled, or struggling financially, you're probably qualified for the $2,000 stimulus grant if you're on SSI or SSDI. You can use this additional assistance to get through difficult situations. Now, for the important query. When can you anticipate receiving? We have the inside word on the deposit timing for your $22,000 stimulus check, so you'll know precisely when to look forward to that much-anticipated payment. Knowing when the money is coming can help you plan ahead and feel more at ease. But hold on, there's more we want to discuss. To ensure that you're ready to maximize your stimulus check, regardless of whether you're utilizing it to pay for necessities. According to their release, whether you're looking to catch up on bills or reward yourself to something special, we have recommendations and assistance to help you manage your funds responsibly. According to the beneficiaries' birth dates, the SSA will be distributing the stimulus payments sporadically over a number of months. Here's the current schedule they have established. If your birthday falls between the 1st and the 10th of any given month, your $2,000 stimulus check should arrive in May 2024. As you can see, while the financial relief is undoubtedly good for SSI and SSDI beneficiaries, those born between the 21st and the 31st of the month will receive their $2,000 stimulus in July 2024. If your birthday falls between the 11th and the 20th, you will receive your payout in June 2024. We'll need to be patient because the funds will be distributed in 3 installments according to the dates of birth. The SAA claims that by using a rolling payment schedule, they are able to manage the volume of transactions in an orderly manner and prevent any delays or accidents. For those who are in desperate need of the stimulus money as soon as possible, this extended payout timeline is definitely frustrating. Before we go into more detail about the stimulus payment details, let's review the eligibility requirements once more. To be eligible to receive these federal $2,000 checks, you must be currently, as of the end of 2023, enrolled in the SSI or SSDI programs. This covers adults as well as eligible children who are reliant on these benefits. There aren't any more resources or money requirements to meet. If you are a current recipient of SSDI or SSI, you will automatically. Individuals who are enrolled in both the SSI and SSDI programs will only receive a single $2,000 check, rather than 2 separate payments. The $2,000 stimulus money is entirely different from and will not affect your regular monthly SSI/SSDI benefit amounts moving forward. The $2,000 is not being paid from Social Security's regular benefit coffers. Rather, it is being disbursed directly from the U.S. Treasury Department. Importantly, there are currently no plans for recurrent $2,000 checks. This is intended to be a one-time emergency stimulus payment. Beyond the one-time distribution allowed in the AI bitter pill to swallow for those SSI and SSDI beneficiaries struggling to make ends meet is the recent spending bill, which confirms the payment timeline, even though it is helpful for planning purposes. Millions of low-income and disabled Americans rely on average monthly payments of just. Having an additional $2,000 can significantly impact the amount of money needed to pay for basics, $664 for SSI or $1,363 for SSDI. Infirmity. Given the severe financial hardships many of their constituents experience on a daily basis, advocates have been loud in their demands that these stimulus payments be accelerated as soon as possible. However, the Social Security Administration asserts that there are operational limitations. Proponents contend that the prior notification of payment dates should presumably provide receivers adequate time to plan for the incoming monies and budget accordingly over the next few months. But detractors may suggest that this makes an all-at-once payment schedule impractical on their end. That the extended birth date-based distribution is a needless nuisance that will make things worse for people who most urgently need help. There are also unanswered questions about whether the SSA system would accurately contain the current information and payment methods for all eligible SSI/SSDI beneficiaries. To obtain the funds, while verification of the payment schedule is beneficial for organizing. For the millions of disabled and low-income Americans who rely on SSI and SSDI benefits to make ends meet on a monthly average, the phased multi-month implementation is a tough pill to take. Even with SSI and SSDI payouts of only $624 and $1,363 respectively, an extra $2,000 can go a long way toward helping pay for needs. Infirmity. Given the severe financial hardships many of their constituents experience on a daily basis, advocates have been vociferous in their demands that these stimulus checks be processed as soon as possible. Although supporters contend that recipients should have enough time to budget for the incoming funds over the next few months, the Social Security Administration asserts that operational limitations make an all-at-once payment schedule unfeasible on their end. Critics argue that the extended birth date-based rollout is superfluous and will worsen the situation for those who need immediate assistance the most. There are also unanswered questions about whether all eligible SSI/SSDI beneficiaries will have their current information and payment options accurately updated in the SSA. SSA is asking all beneficiaries to make sure their contact information, banking information, and mailing addresses are current as quickly as feasible. Those who receive SSI/SSDI payments via Direct Express debit card should have the $2,000 stimulus credited to their account. Given the complicated payment timeframe and possibility of logistical issues, the government will use the most recent dispersal details they have on file for payments made using their current cards on the planned dates for other payments made by direct bank deposits or paper checks. Consumer advocates advise recipients to maintain accurate records and keeping track of any bank statements or mailed payment stubs that demonstrate the money's arrival throughout the $2,000 stimulus rollout process. These records may be essential in the event that there are any payment errors or inconsistencies that need to be addressed with the Social Security Administration. The phrase "the SSA has officially stated" that individuals who do not receive their anticipated $2,000 stimulus payment should monitor their accounts for a few more weeks before reporting any problems. In the interim, beneficiaries can try to contact SSA representatives by calling that dedicated hotline, or by going in person to their local Social Security office. However, those locations are infamously overworked and may take a while to reply given the large volume of expected questions regarding the stimulus disbursements, which makes sense for SSI and SSDI recipients who are used to standing up for themselves and their benefits are approaching this $2,000 payment program extremely cautiously. There is already concern that the Social Security Administration might not be entirely ready to manage the difficult task of accurately delivering funds in a timely manner and validating millions of stimulus eligibility cases. The extended timeline. Considering the SSA's unclear, publicly accessible information regarding payment logistics has only exacerbated these worries, and many people are preparing for possible hazards like waiting weeks or months for their allocated $2,000 to arrive because of administrative snags, technological malfunctions, or other seemingly frequent errors. Contagion. Federal distribution schemes. Considering the Social Security Administration's inconsistent history of providing low-income beneficiaries with relief during the COVID-19 pandemic stimulus rollout in 2020-2021, there were numerous reports of improperly denied stimulus claims, delayed payments, and an overall inadequate agency communication regarding issue resolution. While some expect that Social Security has taken the lessons gained from that event and will use them to make sure that the current $2,000 stimulus project goes more easily and openly for all parties, disability advocates continue to advocate for the SSA to improve communication. An additional layer of complexity is added by the fact that a sizable portion of SSI/SSDI beneficiaries have documented mental, cognitive, and physical challenges that can make navigating the system more difficult. Better staff training and user-friendly resolution processes aim to minimize any potential headaches this time around. Whether it's extreme depression and anxiety, intellectual disabilities, vision impairments, hearing impairments, or other conditions, bureaucratic payment procedures are extremely difficult. These compounding factors often create accessibility barriers when trying to verify eligibility details or resolve payment issues with federal agencies. To help compensate, the Social Security Administration has published a list of neighborhood associations, charitable organizations, and social service providers that have been assigned to support recipients in need of accommodations during the $2 stimulus process.